Chex are fun, Chex are hot. Looking for a taste of what the cereal's got? Chex marks the spot. The one-of-a-kind part of this complete breakfast. Now you can get a free CD-ROM game inside boxes of Chex cereals. Help Chex Man battle the Flemoids and save the planet Bazoik. One free and specially marked boxes of Chex cereals.
Parents and pet peeves. Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait. Oh, okay. Got that out of your system? My parents' pet peeve was violence without consequence in video games. Sure, they were suckered a little into the violent video games are bad craze of the 90s, but considering they also hated Magic the Gathering for promoting witchcraft, I figure it went part and parcel with their ideologies and it could have been a lot worse for me. Regardless of what could have been, back in 96 I wasn't allowed to play Doom, or Duke Nukem, or Mortal Kombat, or any of those sorts of games really, which is why I'm so grateful for the marketing team at Chex. Yeah, the cereal Chex. This game is what they cooked up. I don't know if cereal boxes do prizes anymore, but man alive, getting a video game in a cereal box was the most wild shit ever to happen to me back then. Especially since it wasn't violence and demons, it was just returning snot monsters to their home dimension. See? Here, the intro cinematic explains everything.
A volcano exploded on planet Bazoik, launching particles of rock into space. One of these asteroids was captured by the Squadron and brought to our labs.
We were investigating these blobulars as proof of cereal life on other planets when we discovered that they actually contain eggs to an evil cereal-eating creature from another dimension. We call them Flemoids. Eggs are exposed to nutritional substances. The eggs hatch.
Preposterous! We have a nutritional development center in the caverns of Bazoik. They're growing fruit and vegetables, and they haven't had any trouble.
General, 2 days ago we lost contact with Bazoik. We can only assume the Flemoids have taken over.
To make matters worse, we have found that conventional weapons seem to have no effect on Flemoids.
We need a volunteer to fly to the caverns of Bazoik and attempt a rescue of our citizens there.
That's ridiculous. What soldier would be fool enough to enter a cavern full of unstoppable Flemoids from another dimension? By recalibrating the phase frequency of our Zorchers to match that of our transporters, we can send the Flemoids back to their own dimension.
We need a volunteer.
I'm from Chex Squadron, and I volunteer.
The gameplay, though, that was Doom through and through. Keycard hunting, weapon collecting, monster shooting, maze exploring. The folks who worked on Chex Quest really understood what made Doom awesome, beyond the theming and motifs it carried. The mechanical aspects of gameplay and the fun factor that Doom presents are all pretty tightly maintained in this made-for-kids Doom clone of an advertisement. That's ultimately unsurprising, given that Chex Quest is literally running on the Doom engine with its own assets like sounds, levels, and sprites. I literally run Chex Quest on a Doom source port, which for the uninitiated means I basically treat it like a mod for Doom. Sure, it's a little on the silly side, but I occasionally still boot up Chex Quest and play through the levels and relive some old memories. It's not a challenge, it's not a good narrative, it's just pure nostalgia, And for once, I get it. That's enough to carry me through the experience every so often. I'll be forever grateful to Digital Cafe for Chex Quest, because it gave me a door into FPS gaming that would lead to a lifetime of fun and enjoyment.